Chile is set for a runoff presidential vote next month after Sunday's election failed to establish a clear winner. While vote counting is still underway, early results put leftist Jeanette Jara of the Communist Party narrowly ahead of the hard right José Antonio Kast of the Republican Party. Neither candidate managed to secure 50% of votes, which is needed to claim victory. The election campaign was dominated by concerns over rising crime and immigration in Chile, with calls from the right for mass deportations. And speaking to supporters after polls closed, Jeanette Jara criticized her right-wing opponent's fear-based campaigns.
Don't let fear freeze your hearts. It's not worth it. We must confront fear by giving families more security, not by inventing imaginary solutions, dreamed up in minds that can only come up with a single idea more radical than the next one. In minds that believe they need to hide behind bulletproof glass. In minds that want to make you believe someone is going to attack you. The country has a future, and that future lies in our girls and boys.
DW correspondent Jacinta Molina is following the election in Santiago de Chile. Jacinta, we just heard Jeanette Jara from the Communist Party there. Her challenger in the runoff is hard-right candidate José Antonio Kast. Could these two candidates be any more different?
They are indeed representatives of different spectrum on the political spectrum, and that also anticipates a very highly polarized campaign here in Chile during this election and before December 14, when we will know who of them will win this presidential campaign. But while Jara stands for more social and progressive issues, which she has highlighted during her campaign in light of what was her minister, such as the pension reform, also the 40-work week hour. Kast has hard stand on security, criminality. Also, he has a proposal of massive deportations and the criminalization of illegal immigrants. And also on human rights, they have a different stand. While Jara has condemned the violations that happened during the Pinochet dictatorship, we know that Kast has been a supporter of what was that regime, although this is a topic that he has tried to avoid as a way to appeal to moderate voters in this campaign.
Right. Speaking about those moderate voters, how are these two candidates from two very different ends of the spectrum going to appeal now to a wider base of Chilean voters and to all the voters who didn't choose them?
So far, Jara has tried to do so by distancing herself from the Communist Party, even though she is a militant of the Communist Party, and also distance herself from the government. She served as labor minister of current President Gabriel Boric until not so long ago, but some analysts believe that this is a way also to conquer that moderate and more center side of the voters for this election. Also, José Antonio Kast has framed his potential government as one of emergency, highlighting the current concerns of the citizens on security and crime. He has said that the first measure of his potential government will be economy, security, and also the control of migration. And he has avoided ultra-conservative policies such as abortion or other on human rights, which were present in their previous campaign of José Antonio Kast.
Now, Jacinta, if Chile does pick a right-wing president and Congress, it would be the first right-wing government in the country since the end of the Pinochet dictatorship over 30 years ago. Is the country ready for that kind of shift?
That's a very important issue because for the last 35 years here in Chile, the politics have been divided in this dictatorship and democracy divide. And some analysts have said that this could be the first election that show that divide is over. So it will be a significant shift. But one thing we already know before this runoff is that it will be an historical result because either Chile will have the first communist president president in the history of the country, or the first far-right politician since the return of democracy and the end of the Pinochet dictatorship.
Jacinta Molina reporting for us there in Santiago de Chile. Thank you for your reporting.
Thank you. Good night.